Hey guys, welcome back once again to I Like Watches 2. I recently produced a video showing a very affordable San Martin watch, and someone in the comments section has asked me to produce a video showing you guys how to adjust the length of these bracelets, because on the more affordable San Martin watches like this, they're not using screw pins, they're using a pin and collar system. And I was chatting to Simon from Watch the Time as well. When he reviewed one of these watches, he said he struggled actually to adjust the length of the bracelet. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you how I would adjust the length of this bracelet. Now this watch does come with some tools, and they have provided a tool to remove the pins. You've also got a spring bar tool and a sort of punch tool as well. So you can use these tools, but I have invested in some other tools, very cheap tools, to help me do this job. I've got a block like this, a hammer with a nylon end and a metal end, and a pair of cheap pliers. These weren't expensive at all. Got these off of Amazon as part of a set, and yeah, they are very affordable, but they do the job. So first of all, I'm going to show you how you might use these tools if you don't want to invest in those tools, and then afterwards I'll show you how I would use those tools. So I basically put the watch back to how it was when it arrived, apart from the plastic packaging. So all the links are on the bracelet. So yeah, I'm just going to remove a couple of links and show you how I do that. I would always have a cloth like this down, just so that when I'm putting the watch down on my workbench or work surface, I'm not likely to scratch it. It's just a glass cleaning cloth. Very simple, but yeah, just adds that extra layer of protection. Now the first thing I would actually do is remove the spring bar that holds the bracelet to the back of the clasp. There you go, you can use this tool here. There we go. We've now separated the bracelet, so yeah, manipulating it with our tools and just working with it is just going to be a lot easier now. So first thing I'm going to use is this tool here. I'm just going to unwind it a little bit so I can get my bracelet in. Now I would always push this pin into one of the holes. These aren't directional, by the way. These pin and collar systems, they're not like split pins where they have to come out in one particular direction or go in a particular direction. They're bi-directional, so you can push the pins out however you see fit. Let me just pop that pin inside there, and as I wind it up, it's just going to pinch the bracelet. Look, there we go. Now, I'm not going to push it all the way in because I don't want this section to actually damage the side, the polished side of the link. Now you can get the pliers and just pull that out if you want, or you can get your punch. You might be able to just push that out a bit further. There you go. Pull the pin out, and then there is the collar. So fairly easy to remove pins with this. It's a little bit more difficult to put them back in with this, to be honest. It's a little bit fiddly. But this is how I would do it. I would replace my collar. I would then attach my link. Where's my pin? There it is. There we go. And then actually, you should, I wouldn't do this on a good work surface, but there we go. You can just push the pin in almost all the way. You might have to make sure the links are lined up at this end here as you're pushing the pin. Yeah, just to make sure that that is lined up. And you can see the pin is almost all the way in. Just to finish it off, you may be able to use this tool. If you get lucky, sometimes you can dock the ends enough. Oh, I'm just moving the camera, sorry, with my watch. You may be able to dock the ends after a bit of time just to push that pin in, but there is a little bit of a risk that you might actually scratch up the sides of the links. You may also, if you've got a good eye, be able to just push the end in with this tool. But again, you really don't want to slip. And this is why I invested in the other tools, because it's a lot easier to do this with the other tools. Right, I've returned the watch to how it was again, so we can essentially start from fresh. All the pins are in where they need to be, and I'm now going to remove some pins and add some pins back in using these other tools. So yeah, you've got some holes in the bottom here. Look, you need to make sure your pins are going to punch through these holes, so I'm going to focus on that pin in the middle there. Now you can put a cloth over this tool just to protect the bracelet a little bit if you want, but it is a plastic tool, so it is designed to not damage. I shouldn't scratch up the bracelet too much. There you go. So yeah, that was quite straightforward. Now let's put the collar back in and then reattach the links. Pop the pin back in again. Here we go. Pop the bracelet on there. Give it a little tap with the nylon end. Now I do just fiddle around with the bracelet a little bit just to make sure the pin goes through the other side, because it can get stuck at this point here. So you might need to just sort of manipulate the bracelet a little bit. There you go. It's in almost all the way, and then we're just going to finish off the job by being very, very gentle. Boom, done. There we go. Yeah, not too difficult really. A little bit fiddly, but with the right tools, it can be done.